Okay, so back to the episode today. I decided to look up the stuff. I'm going to try to make this episode just collecting the letters, and then after I collect the letters, we'll move on to the story, the rest of the story. Because it's going to take me a little bit to collect the letters, but I have everything down here. I'm going to try to find them. So we're going to start with the first one here. Here we go.
I didn't know Maggie grew up in Maine.
There's a similar statue of a soldier in Maine where I grew up. My memory of it is, I think, part of the reason why I said yes when the Army recruited me out of college, despite my family's protestations. Anna, my closest friend from childhood, was of course thrilled at the possibility of my escape. I anonymously started the petition in 1975 to have this one made after the daughter of the Kanaloa crewman Francis Salter asked. I don't know why. A marker, maybe, for the hope I once had to help people? Okay, so that would be her first letter. So we're going to go try to get the fourth letter. Or, actually, no, we're going to go try to get the sixth letter. Because I think we're close to Discovery Cliffs. Discovery Cliffs, yes, over here. So she was recruited. And also, she wanted to go, by the sounds of it. Oh, yes. I need to do this. Okay, so let's get in here. And one of these,
This
triangle ones. Gotta find it, gotta find it.
At the top of the hill, in the Charlie,
C
Oscar,
O
Lima,
L
Oscar,
O
Romeo,
R
Echo,
E
Delta,
D
Field.
F. Color?
At the top.
need a command annex, as it had been.
We need to find the signal for the triangle. Come on. Ah. Okay. Oh, this one was anomalies. Trying to find a signal. I don't think I'm going to have all these anomalies though. I just want to get most of them. How very strange. Wow. I don't know what to make of that. Here's the next one.
That woman, Marianne Bozick, helped her transcribe the ghost's transmissions.
Okay, so Marianne Bozick. I remember. Okay, Marianne Bozick, forever engraved in the command annex's memorial plaque, was a kind, humble woman who helped me decode the ghost's unusual messages. I don't think she ever really believed my hypothesis that they were relays from the sunken submarine, even though she corresponded with, as she puts it, a man named Calvin, an electrician who died in the Kanaloa. I pieced together the truth, the cover-up, and my own tragic mistake that killed him and his mates over months of careful deciphering. She's the one who killed them. That's really what it's coming down to. She sent that message out to them. She knows. Oh my God. Okay. I need to know. Okay, we have two more letters to get, I believe. And I believe one is on Main Street. And no, one is one is on Main Street, and the other one is at the Beacon Beach, which I think we can get to by taking Discovery Cliffs. Just make sure. Discovery Cliffs, and the Main Street's right there. should just go get the Main Street one first, then. Okay, so she messed up. She sent out that thing giving them like simple commands, as in like to scout and bomb, and the nuclear bomb that was in the actual submarine is what killed them, or supposedly killed them, or whatever they're saying, that it's like a temporal leak, and that nuclear thing. Oh, there it is. What's this? Is this the? This is
Oh
one
my
of them.
god, the Kanaloa was destroyed by friendly fire?
Oh
We've been
shit!
lied to all this
And
time.
here's the real story. Okay, the USS Walter Roy, a destroyer escort, sunk the USS Kanaloa with friendly fire on October 25th, 1943. It had held a developmental nuclear reactor in its belly and had been sent out weeks earlier as a test of its capability. They had a nuclear reactor inside of the submarine. It was for testing. Okay, it had held a developmental nuclear. Okay, so yeah, okay, relatively few. Okay. Okay, folks. Relatively few even knew of its existence, which tripled the base's confusion when the submarine's communications had been cut. No one outside of a handful of us would ever know the truth. I would discover later that a weapons technician of the Walter Roy had been at Francis Salter's wedding. Salter was an engineer of the Kanaloa. I don't know why, but it's strange to me. Huh. It's strange to me. Oh my god. Okay, so we're slowly getting the answers coming together. We've got one last letter to get. That would be the one on Beacon Beach. Alright. I wonder why, I'm gonna take a quick look down here. When I actually looked up the answer for this, wherever the letters were at, it actually told me to go down here. But this might be a different letter at the time. This might be the one I found earlier. So if it's not here, then that's the one I found earlier. Okay, yeah. That was one I found earlier. So there's 2 letters in this area. Alright. So we're gonna go back up, and we're gonna try to get to the Beacon Beach. And that's that cave that we were at, where everything started. Everything started. I just don't get the understanding. Like, if they thought the thing is, even if they were still alive, it's been decades. It's been decades and decades since they've gone. And even if they could come back, they are mentally diminished. Like, they act like children. They try to say that they act like children. They're playing with dolls. So why would you want them to come back? Like, no matter how you want to save them, either you're going to help them pass to the next life, whatever you believe in that respect. Like, I wouldn't want them to come back. I would want them to be set to rest. I wouldn't want to bring them back. No one can live like that. Even if they came back, they wouldn't be there upstairs in their heads. They just wouldn't. I'm not exactly sure how we got to Beacon Beach from here, but I think it says on Discovery Cliffs I can get there, so we'll try. Like, slowly we're getting the answers to everything. The story that they told about this place was completely wrong, though. She was like, they were hiding up their mistakes. She was hiding her mistakes. She bought the entire beach to hide, the entire island to hide her mistake. And then they sent out another submarine anyways to take care of it, because there's no way they could have allowed a nuclear reactor to get in the hands of the enemy at the time. In this case, it's the Japanese. So, there was no way they were going to let that happen. That much I can kind of get. Alright, we're back where this started. And here's the last letter.
Oh. Maggie says she hopes the notes are found by the correct person.
Correct person.
Well, I guess that'll have to be us.
For now, it has to be us. To whoever is finding these notes, understand my hope is that by enshrouding this intelligence in such an obtuse manner, its detection will discourage most innocent seekers, thereby allowing it to befall the correct person and not the easily distracted military mind, nor the typically bewildered excursionist. I can't read. Do not blame the submarine's crew. I don't believe its passengers like Henry Griffin can even understand what has truly happened to them. And you do not have to forgive me for my myriad failures. But please remember the name Anna Shea. Know that she did not deserve her fate. So by trying to rectify her problem and trying to fix it, and she had her friend try to help her do this, she lost her friend. And in turn, she lived in the guilt of what she'd done as a communications officer. And it's what I think I'm getting from this, because I think she's the one who sent out that, like, I feel so bad for her in some way, but I feel bad for them. It's like, there is no win, there is no lose in this. It's just not. I want to understand why the ghosts or why the spirits are telling me about Clarissa and her brother and everything like that. That's the things I want to understand. Is why are they telling? Why? Anyways, I did say this would be the last episode for today. Wrapping up letters. I will continue further on. We'll be back at the gate when I start again. Okay. Thank you for watching.